Good morning, class. Good morning, Sergeant Barnes. Good morning, Sergeant Weiler. I'm Corporal Brokeroff. The overall classification for this brief is unclassified. During today's brief, there could be a few hazards. The two main are going to be fires and earthquakes. If there is a fire, please grab your children and pets and get out of your home extremely fast and as safe as you can. Then call 911. If there is an earthquake, please crawl under your desk and wait out the earthquake until it is complete. Here's today's agenda. The agenda for today, we will discuss leadership, leading, developing, and achieving. Then we'll cover all and any questions. The introduction. Purpose of this brief is to discuss what Army leadership is, what the three fundamentals of Army leadership are, and why Army leadership is so important to the Army. First, we can discuss what is leadership. Leadership is the process of influencing by providing purpose, direction, or motivation to accomplish the mission. So, a leader that is motivating and provides purpose and direction helps the team move forward. Second, the second part of leadership is improving the organization. This is extremely important because without this, then the organization goes to crap. Leadership is the key to success in the Army. Without good leaders, the Army has no direction and becomes very unorganized. Imagine the new ACFT or going out to the motor pool to PMCS vehicles. If there isn't a certain person in charge, someone leading, it becomes very unorganized and very difficult to complete. Like I said, the ACFT. Imagine 12 people trying to teach all at the same time. It wouldn't work. You need one person to show how everything works and everyone else to follow. The leaders need to develop ways to teach this by motivating and providing direction and purpose. Why are we doing these exercises? What's the reason? What's the best way to do it? To motivate them on how to do it. Then, within Army leadership, there's direct leadership and indirect leadership. Direct leadership is usually very formal. This type of leadership is usually based on rank or position. This leader would be someone like your company commander or your first sergeant. They're in that position because of their rank, and they are a leader because of their position. Because he or she is a first sergeant, she is in charge of that formation. Because he or she is the company commander, they are the leader of that company. The second type is indirect leadership. Indirect leadership is more informal and usually based off experience or knowledge. This would be someone giving a class on sharp or equal opportunity. Someone like myself giving this briefing on leadership. This is indirect leadership. I'm not directly in charge of you because of the class I'm giving, but I am in charge of this class and I am leading this brief, which makes an indirect leadership. What are the fundamentals to Army leadership? This is extremely important because the stance of leadership still stands. It is to provide purpose and direction by motivating to accomplish the mission. However, the Army sees it breaks it down into three subcategories or three key fundamentals. This is lead, develop, and achieve. So let's get started. Lead. Leading is done by influencing, by setting examples. Someone that goes in PMCS's vehicles with their troops is extremely good at what they do. They are a great leader. This is important because for three reasons. Soldiers see that the leader is willing to get dirty with them. Second, they see that the leader actually knows what they're doing. Just because someone can tell you to go do something doesn't make them a leader. That just means they're in charge of you. A leader is someone who actually knows how to get the job done and will teach you how to get the job done so that you can teach the job to somebody else. And third, it's motivating, which is a huge part of the lead in leading, developing, and achieving. If you can motivate your soldiers, you then have the strength to lead them into the next part. Next, we have develop. Developing is where the leader actually gets the chance to build their team. In the development foundation of leadership, this is where the leader will find strengths and weaknesses of each person in their formation. This is important because placing the right person in the right position to do the job is what will set you or make you accomplish a mission. If the wrong person is in the wrong position, that mission will not get met. The last part of developing is extremely important and separates good leaders from great leaders. And we discussed it earlier in what leadership is. It's leaving the organization better than when you found it. A great leader will create a team that accomplishes missions and will leave it great so the next person that falls in doesn't have to struggle and have to rebuild this team. They just have to fall in on a cohesive unit. It is important that leaders do this. Like a company commander, he doesn't want to ruin his company before he leaves for the next company commander to take over. He wants to keep it better so the organization is better than when he got there. Like I said, this is what separates good leaders from great leaders. Last, we have achieve. This is the last part and the last fundamental to leadership according to the Army. This is extremely important. It says it in the creed of the non-commissioned officer, the accomplishment of my mission. The accomplishment of your mission is first and foremost over everything. We hear it all the time, mission first, mission first. Yes, that's important, but is the mission getting accomplished? Are we completing our goals? Are we doing what we're supposed to do as soldiers? Achieving is a very important part of leadership. Like a good salesman, a leader must close out the job, complete their mission, achieve their goals. A leader can lead and develop a team, but if that team does not achieve its mission, did the leader really do the job they were supposed to do? All these things lead into each other. So first the leader must lead their team, then they must develop their team, and then the team has to achieve that mission. If they do not achieve, the leader did not do their job. This is when the team gets to sit back and see that see all their hard work pay off. This is also when a leader gets to analyze and see what worked, what didn't work. If a leader can sit back and say nothing needs improvement, then they did a great job. If the leader sits back and says, I could have done this better, they've also done a great job because they've realized their shortcomings and they'll make this team better in the future, or they'll make the next team even better. During this brief, we discussed what Army leadership is, what the three foundations of Army leadership are, and why these three foundations of Army leadership are so important to the military. In short, good leadership is extremely important. Without good leaders, the Army is unorganized. Leaders do their job by leading, developing, and achieving the mission with their team. Remember, all successful teams have a good leader beside them, not behind them. Good leaders lead from within or from the front. They do not lead from the rear. A good leader gets out and gets dirty with their Joes. A good leader develops their team to achieve any mission. And a good team makes their leader look good by achieving that mission. So remember, lead, develop, and achieve. Now that we've covered everything, do you have any questions? This concludes my brief. Thank you, class. Thank you, Sergeant Barnes. Thank you, Sergeant Weiler. It's been an honor doing this class. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, text me via WhatsApp, or give me a call on my cell phone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.